It's been about a month since I got my Premier yarn, so I've whipped up a few things in that time just to see how I like it as somebody that's never used it before and who's kind of a noob when it comes to yarn. To kind of recap, I got the Just yarn in the burgundy ombre. I also got the chunky pom-pom yarn in the black shade. I cannot think of what it is called, but it is the only black one in the pom-pom. I also got a Serenity candy yarn in the shade Primary. I got the blueberry and the fruits yarn. Last, I got 2 shades of the anti-pilling yarn in yellow and fuchsia. I'll start with the most obvious one, which is the candy yarn, which I have on my head. This is my train conductor hat pattern that I am trying to work on. I was inspired by Bobby from The Sopranos to make this because I thought it would be a cute idea, so I'm still trying to figure that pattern out. This was about a skein and a half of the yarn, so I still have one whole one. So I got, it's the Serenity yarn in the Primary shade. So I have this one and then a little bit left over, so it'll be fun to make another little project with this. A little bit about the yarn. It is not as soft as the pom-pom yarn, but it's still very soft and not scratchy at all, and I really like the texture of it. All of the shades of colors are really pretty, and they kind of remind me of like old school candy canes, like at like vintage candy stores. I don't know if that makes sense, but they kind of have a unique hue to them. I like all of the colors to choose from that type. There's a lot that like kind of remind me of Starburst, or ones that have kind of a Halloween vibe to it. In my cart, I did put Raindrops, which is the green yarn. And then I got the shade Daisy and put that in my cart as well for the next time that I want to get Premier yarn. Anyway, the yarn worked up very nicely. I had no issues with it snagging on my hook or parting, anything like that. Even after I pulled it apart a few times because I kept having to start my project over since I was making this up as I went along. Definitely recommend if you like this kind of chunky, colorful yarn. I really enjoyed it, and I think this turned out really cute. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. I will be making a tutorial on how to make this once I figure out how I like it. Next, let's just get this out of the way, because if you saw my other video, you know that I wasn't too thrilled to open my box just to see that I got the weight 1 blueberry yarn and not the weight 4. My own fault, but still disappointing nonetheless, because I ordered 6 little skeins of it and I don't want it. First project attempt with it, I started making this little sock. Hate it. I don't think crochet socks are very appealing or comfortable. I just think socks are a knitting project, not a crochet project. So I tried with that. And then I also started trying to make one of those kind of like a cropped flowy sleeve overshirt cardigan type thing. So look, it's already like peeling apart because I just really don't care. It is very pretty yarn. It's very soft. I do not like working with this really tiny yarn. I don't care for tiny hooks, so I don't care for the tiny yarn. Positives, if you do like kind of smaller yarns, it is very durable and very soft. Even though I was struggling to crochet with it, there was no splitting or fraying, so it's not all bad. It's just not for me. The other one that is a little bit meh for me is the burgundy ombre yarn. I used it to make my little bag that I made a tutorial on, just kind of winging it just to make a little purse book bag thing. I ordered like 30 of these giant buttons for one project that I just needed 2, so I'm trying to figure out what to do with these buttons, but that worked out pretty good. However, this yarn did not, even though it was easy to work with. This yarn is a hair magnet. I have never worked with a yarn that ate so much cat hair that wasn't even really around. It just soaked up cat hair like nobody's business. And it's really not that soft. Like, it's okay. I think it's better than Red Heart, but it just still has kind of that funky, dry-ish texture to it that I find a lot of Red Heart has. It's not as bad, but I did not care for this at all, and I'm really sad that I got so much of it. I will probably just give it to the ARC because I do not want to use this ever again. I will have my cat hair book bag, and that's it. Positive though, the color is really pretty. Like, that ombre does look really nice, but this one is a no-go. Sorry, Premiere, this is not good. A super positive note, I absolutely love the chunky pom-pom yarn. I think out of all the yarn I got, this is definitely my favorite. I already have pretty much all the other colors waiting in my Premiere cart to get checked out, and definitely jumping on the orange one, the green one, and the electric blue. Probably that purple and the pink. I want at least 3 skeins of all of those because I absolutely adore this yarn so much. Pom-pom yarn is incredibly soft. This is one of the softest yarns I have ever felt, and it's not like a gross velvety texture. It's just super duper soft. And I can't stress that enough. Like, I want to wear it all the time because it's just so cozy. I think it'd be awesome to make like a cardigan out of this for winter time. It would be so warm. Maybe I'll do that with one of the other colors. Whip up a cardigan or like another like hooded scarf thing. Also, literally like no cat hair on this. Like, maybe there's a little bit if I was holding Pot Pie like while I was wearing it, but like when I was crocheting it literally on my couch next to him, none of the hair got worked up in this, like the burgundy yarn. No cat hair or human hair getting woven in there. I also adore all these tiny neon bits. It really reminds me of like a 90s splatter pattern, which I think is super cute. Maybe because I'm a 90s kid. I don't know. But gross hat hair. I'll show you kind of what I do with it. So you just wrap it around. It's gonna get my lip gloss on it maybe. Bring this down. And then flip this up. So it's like a hooded infinity scarf. But yeah, absolutely obsessed. Love this yarn. To be fair though, I will say a couple of cons. One of the skeins in the pack I ordered was like slightly off color wise. It had this weird hint of gray to it, and I thought maybe it was dusty or something. I had attached it to the one I was working on, and while I was working it up I was like, that looks weird, and so I pulled it off and then attached the other skein that I got, which was totally fine. So that kind of stunk that it was like a hue slightly off. I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just like the dye or something. So that was a con, but I will make something else with that because it's still perfect. I know some people like to pull the yarn from the center of it. Do not do this with this yarn because it will create a tangled mess. Other than that, I really have nothing negative to say about the pom-pom yarn, and I recommend it to anyone who likes working with chunky yarn and things like that. I'm putting my conductor hat on. It's already smooshed my hair. Last but not least, there's not a lot to say about the anti-pilling yarn. It's just kind of a nice basic yarn. Like, I could see ordering that again for sure, just to try something different other than, you know, like Red Heart or I Love This Yarn. I didn't have any issues with it. Let me just say, I am not very good at the amigurumi. I am trying to be better because I think they're so cute. But I created my smoochie, the rhino, that I talked about in my last video. Here he is. Let me know what you guys think. Did I do an okay job? I think he turned out pretty cute. I used the rhino pattern from Crochet Grove, and it was pretty easy for me being like not great at this. I did have to start over a couple times. I don't know why. I'm just not great with these, but look, they're so cute when they are finished. I love that. Yarn worked up really well. It can be very versatile, and I really enjoy the color vibrance. I definitely think I would order some more for other types of projects. For this one, I used a 3.5 millimeter hook, which was a little intimidating for me just because I'm used to using like a 5 hook and up. But I know with this kind of style of crocheting, it's usually like downsized, but even with like the weight 4 yarn using a 3.5, it really wasn't like an issue at all. Like, I didn't fight to like with my tension or anything. It was really smooth sailing, which is abnormal for me because if I use a small hook, I get frustrated and then my hands hurt. Whole thing. No thank you. But I don't know. This worked out super good. I would enjoy getting a few more colors just to have as like backup yarn, since I am trying to vamp up my yarn stash a little bit. Well, that is my thoughts on the Premier yarn. It was kind of like almost a 50-50 split, but I liked most of it. If there's a type of yarn from there that you really like, let me know in the comments. I know that they have like a neon type of yarn that looks really cool, but the reviews on it were a little dicey. Don't know about that. I will definitely be getting obviously more of the pom-pom and those 2 shades of the candy yarn still, and maybe just throw in a couple of the anti-pilling yarns. They do have a nice color variety, so I like that. My next big haul I think I'm gonna do is order from Hobby Yarn, which is, I don't know why, Hobby Yarn is just kind of weird. You just don't really, like, I know people use it, but nobody really talks about it, and I don't really know anything about it. The colors look really pretty. I would probably get a few of the Horizon yarns just because I am currently very invested in Passionate Kelsey's cardigan video. I am obsessed. It is so cute, and she uses the Horizon yarn in that video. So I looked it up on the website, and they have such gorgeous colors. I definitely want this one that's like black, purple, and white. I think in gray maybe. And of course I want like a primary-esque color, only it's a little bit darker. There's no white in it. And I think I want, what was the other one? And of course, it's like the black, gray, and white. You cannot go wrong with that for a cardigan. That would look so cute. I know summer's upon us, but I'm a fair weather girl. I am a fall girly. I do not really want to wear a crop top and show my like bloated gut to everybody, but maybe I will. Maybe it's that kind of summer. We'll see. But I don't know what to crochet with that. I do have a pattern for like Like I said with the blueberry yarn I was doing, it's kind of like a crop here and then goes into the bell sleeves. So that would be kind of cute to go over for something for summertime. But we'll see what the hobby yarn is like, because maybe I could use it for that also, along with the cardigans. But let me know if you've used that pattern too, and if you love her just as much as me. Hi, Passionate Kelsey. If you see this, I love you. Thank you for making that video. It is so easy to follow. But also, if you do have any hobby recommendations, leave those in the comments. I would love to get a little crochet community started on here. If you're interested in that, just subscribe and maybe we can get that going. If not, I'm keep making videos anyways because I am a certified yapper, so I will just keep talking into space. No big deal to me. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. Get that serotonin boost, and I will see you in my next video.